so. Um, it's such a confusing soup when you're enmeshed with, I guess it's, I don't want to call it toxic people because there's narcissists. I mean, it's just manipulators, I think. Yeah. And so, and because, um, well, first of all, the boundary breaking, they'll break boundaries. Okay, so, and you're not a perfect person. And so, but they're liable to stick you to all of those bad qualities that maybe you're just like down and out. And you don't, see, for me, it's a big time trap because I don't have a good time with if I'm extremely uncomfortable and hurting. This is just the way that the Aries is, though. They tend to get irritable and angry and mean. And I think it's true that we isolate when we don't feel good until we start feeling good, then we'll show up and radiate. I think that's perfectly human, by the way. So what I wanted to point out is the dynamic of, okay, I don't know if it's narcissist or toxic people or what, but now the kind of people that make it to you only when you're really down. I know I've talked about this before. See, but I wanted to stress this one little facet, like kind of blow it up a little bit and say, because see, here's the thing is that they aren't really there saying like, but this thing of you that I can't wait to see you just going through a little lull right now. Here, look, here's this thing that, I understand you wanted to get done, but here's that. And then see, they're not like really, they're just there for that. They're there more like this. The song is like this. Oh, no, I'll always be here for you. And see, and it's not really being there for you. It's not saying, well, there's this and this of you that I love and we're going to do right. It's when they're down and out. See, that's what we need. We don't need a pity party saying, uh, just kind of, it's peculiar to me. I'm sorry, I'm not that healthy, but I'm somewhat healthy to see it. See, because otherwise, you have people in your life that know how to be, they anticipate like this best of you. See, I'm a musician, and you're notable because not only that you you kind of captivate the audience, let's say, you inspire them, and you practiced, and you did, you really do bring an above average experience, which is intellectually stimulating. Like people, like especially kids, think the next day they're like, I want to do that, and they can. They know they can. They just saw a blonde chick do it right in front of her. Anyway, see, but my point is like usually you have people in your life saying, "Oh man, so yes," and so they're with that, and those are your people, right? And then if you're feeling bad, you kind of recede and go, "Well, I can't make it tonight." And they're like, "Oh man, hey, we're gonna hold the space for you right now, and listen to this tape or whatever the thing that you're involved with, whatever it is. Here's you want. Did you ask for that? Well, I don't know, whatever projects you guys are working on. It doesn't have to be music. That's why I'm just pointing at because of personal experience. Could be anything. But the point is that you see what I'm saying is like it's peculiar that you'll have the type that only shows up. And see, this is the thing is like, how do you really need those people versus the people that at least they'll show up when you're down, and if they are, they well, of course they're taking care of a need maybe, but does it come with manipulation into like undermining, like they always want something back? See, that's a big thing. See, I know how to selflessly give. I always give a little bit more when I do too. If it's a trade, I always just make sure it's a cherry on top or something. Like I know when to just like spice it up, and it's noticed. But then again, I haven't noticed people like that lately. It's weird. I mean, but see, here's the thing. Now, here's Shauna. You're gonna tell everybody about this? Yep, I got this. Do you see how stupid I look with my abscess too? Oh, makes me look so beautiful. You've always heard that sound, right? Or saying, "Beauty fades, dumb is forever," or "Stupid is forever." How about that? Thank God I'm not stupid. There's only so much time here to figure something out beyond what the obvious is, which is to go for a little roundy round with the government over there, whatever the school system thought you would do in your life, and just trying to, like, and pretty soon it's like, give me that, it's my life. Sleep is the best thing you can do. It's kind of, oh really, I mean, there's levels to this shit. Hello Neptune, go back home when you go to sleep. There's my spaceship right there. Interdimensional being. How's your spaceship doing? Is it comfortable for you? I don't particularly like the styles of, why the fuck is it so complicated? There's all kinds of shit going on in the beds. It's like, for me, all I need, see, I'm not that heavy. It depends on how heavy you are. See, I don't know, there's a certain camp mattress that I figured out that I can take anywhere and everywhere. And I'm going to remember that when I sell out here. uh, not, not a joke. See, I come from a family of survivalists, particularly my grandmother and her side with her mother even, and of course my grandpa. They love to camp out. They know just there's a certain thing you need, and see, they know it's the best time of your life to just be camping out. Especially, well, are you homeless? No, it's not homeless, babe. Just camp out. Learn to camp out. Best time of my grandma. She has had such a full life and done everything. She always says, "Man, it was the best time of my life when I lived out of my car. I turned my trunk into a kitchen, and I was able to live. It was a big car, and so she could stretch out in the back. And she talks about it often throughout her life, saying it was just the best time I've ever had. You ready to have a great time, you guys? Ah, boy, I look like a chickmunk here, huh? I've been through this before, and it's like I don't know, it's like the tooth is dislodging my entire system. My body is getting rid of that tooth. And so it gets swollen doing that. And then magically it clears up. And it's like, wait a minute, I don't even feel the pain anymore. It's because it's pretty much dead. It got killed. And now it's just this thing that's lodged in there. It's a different kind of pain. Yeah, it could flare up, but you can chew on it afterwards, and you think, well, I just healed myself, huh? That's great. But no, you have to pull it out. Yeah, it could still kind of pinch and feel icky, And I've been through it. Wow, minute 9. Shauna, thank you for that tip. So what's this video about then, besides for? Oh, well, I was trying to make it. Did I make my point about? Yeah, how that these weird people, that their morale move when you're down. See, I tried to explain it. It's like this. You were like this, and they're right here, and they're like, and you're like, And you're like, oh shit, man, I'm falling, man. It just happens to be. And they're like, oh, hi. Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Thanks for being here, but I don't really stay here. No, I'm here for you. I guess here, would you like some milk? I guess okay. Okay, I love you. Huh. And so then this person starts healing. See, if it was somebody up here, it kind of would go like this. It would go, oh shit, man. I fell. Like, oh, hey, babe. No, hey, do you remember when we were doing that? Yeah, man, I love when we do that, right? All right? Okay. Yeah, man, don't forget, you're so beautiful. I love you the certain way. There's all kinds of certain things that you need to get done here. Do you want me to help you out with that? It's not just throwing resources and saying, oh, you're down. See, everybody needs food, water, and gas bill paid and stuff like that, but there's other needs that are more like, that's the more human side of us. I do think that. See, that's where I'm coming up with this thing. I think my last video was very motivational. Um, that's where this comes in. It kind of dissolves complications going on with people. It can dissolve your narcissism if you want. How do you do that? Where there's a locked safe banking system that we have to open. Locked safe means that you don't get in unless it's just a purely electronic draw. This is to relieve that stress-making system over there that's designed to keep a cycle of abuse going. I'm not kidding. I've observed it for way too long now. I'm like, is this actually happening? We're going like this. And it's like bipolar fucking cyclic shit. Where it's like, oh yeah. Sorry. How do you like my cartoon? Hi, we are Emmy award winning. You have no idea what these things can do, babes. I noticed that when women go like this, like if they go like this, their fucking pinky will stick out, right? They have to kind of pull it in. If you really go like this and see, it kind of sticks out a little bit more. A woman's pinky will stick out a little bit more. Thanks for sitting here with me, cousins. I miss you guys, wherever you are. I'm excited about shutting down. I have to shut down and re-jack myself up. It's not going to be easy. I hope that something else saved me, but I don't, I just think it's time to do something different like that. It's terrible. It's the level where I'm at financially. I would rather see it's like, well, I'll top off that bill. I'm not way behind in my water bill. I'll owe them $20. I don't have it. I have to pay it in 2 days, and I'm trying to collect the $20 from these people that they said, I think I'll like to buy an astrological thing, and I think that they're operating on a level of consciousness that is like stupid. Throw that out. Because see, I gave them a service. I provided a lot of information. I'm tearing through it, and I'm actually, okay, so I can look at it more, and it's like, man, this fucking aspect that she has is like, fuck, how do you tell this person? But they already know themselves, right? They're 50 years old, and they're like, well, yeah, it's weird. They have I said, well, can't help but to notice the Mercury square Mars with Jupiter there. What freak accident did you go through, and are you getting a settlement for it? And she's like, yeah, I'm right now in the middle of going to that, and I had disability, and it's like, well, can you give me my $25? I really need it, man. Fuck. I spend a lot of time though. It's us oracles and people who do even tarot card throwing. When we start to do the divination, and dialing in on especially a one-on-one, it could be draining. And so why not pay us? Because good God, are you trying to kill us? Fuck. It's like a stab on top of a stab. And if that person could at least send me that fucking money, I don't have to worry about turning my water off. And I figure, I don't think the water company, of course they don't like it. They're trying to be lenient. I think yeah, I don't know. I've been there for so long, and those people know me. I walk in there every month, and thanks for listening to this. God, it's almost a pathetic fucking video. I'm getting less and less pathetic. What do you think? I notice a tiny bit of a difference because um, I'm trying to heal myself like on a radical level of fucking movement. It's like, okay, so this whole year, I don't know about you guys. Oh man, this whole year has been about of trying to get enough time into me that I can heal myself. From what, child? Why are you constantly healing? Babes, the last 3 years, let alone what happened between me and my brother, which was nothing. Just something happened with him, and I lost my brother. And and to tell you the truth, I've been grieving about that. Um, it has nothing to do with me. I feel that there's a certain party over there. It's dangerous a little bit. There's a reason why that he can't. Everybody thinks I'm a toxic person, and I'm really not. See, everybody is a toxic person. Then, if I'm a toxic person, babe, I am fucking just a human. I'm. See, what I mean is that I'm not perfect. God, put me on the spot, you fucking people. See, this is the thing. I just put myself on the spot, and it's like, Shauna, can you do what you were supposed to do? No, not all year. All year, I've been trying to get a clean break because I think there's a whole new life coming, and I just need to quiet up. I need to quiet down. Look at how cute my cat is. I love her so much. She's so precious. Ah, see, I wish. See, talking now, getting back to the electronic social economics division that we form by way of achieving singularity. And we do that by way of this technology right here, because you have a typewriter. I've been talking about the two types here, and they kind of correlate, and there's a way I'll express it. And just and you'll see. Look at how cute she is. Look how fucking cute she is. I've never known a cat this. She has like a boxy look to her, so she's kind of chunky, and she's just the cutest little baby. I love her so much. She's so soft. The thing is I was about to say is like, see, there would be, if we have to neuter our animals and we think we want to neuter them, which I'm like totally up in the air about it. I'm like, you know what? I want 6 cats. Anyway, see, it would be paid for. You just say, oh, cat neutering service, electronic withdraw, human. And see, the thing is you just, all of your documents that you share, as far as transactions and reasons why you go, just keep the vowels up. You have to practice burden words, especially. I mean, you have to keep it humorous and beautiful, and that's how you know that you're dealing with the right people there. But no, anybody who's God, no, how do we see the locked safe system is automatic withdrawal to the people who they've established their own central banking based on their singularity. And to me, well, it's how trippy I was like, I'm getting to the social credit score thing. It's like, well, what kind of scoring is it though? Like, what are you basing their accessibility in? And I say is that just that because we are here. See, and when I say that, see, there's where communications is going to help a lot. how about that there's a test that needs to be passed that is purely, like, see, it's like this. There is AI, and it's artificial intelligence. It it won't recognize certain squiggles and stuff, and so it um, it tells us right now. It currently tells us that, will you pick out a certain image or something and prove to us that you're not a robot? Because only a human being can spot a certain thing. Well, it's the same thing what I'm doing with your alphabet, and the only reason why this is going to be 100% effective for the organism of all nations that can see. Now, I already talked to you about what the word sheep has in it. You have to declare, first of all, that you are sheep. And second, there's a second one that you need to just brainwash yourself. Oh, that the EWE symbol, the EWE, particularly with the first E, is set down because you're emphasizing the we. Just know that that's you. The real biological form we're talking about, we, just biology here. We have earth, we have biology, the sun, things grow. All of us are getting on the same page now with just admitting at least that the sun is up there. And in between there's a space, and then how about that space? See, that's the middle dimension. No, that's 3D. And the middle dimension is your bodily form that's on the earth, and then there's the sun, and see, outer space, the third dimension holds it. Now, the first dimension is what we have. We're stuck. We have a problem with it. That's Babylon. You have the lowercase base waste, just, and then you have a society over there reflecting it. Yep, yep. I know what I'm talking about. I've had a paranormal experience and it happened 4 years ago that I'm finally refining it. This is how it is. It opens you up, and you're going to see you're not going nowhere with it. You are going profoundly somewhere with it. I'm probably the only one, and you're like, see, right now I'm going to listen to this and say, now, Shauna, did you get a point across to these people, or is anything hitting? And I say, who cares? I know what I'm fucking feeling. See, this is the thing. When you become a channeler that is actually there trying to help humanity with some technology or something that comes through, and they like this or something, like, I don't know, I just woke up and I was compelled. And so they speak of, sorry, I'm losing my place. Just the phenomena of being I love this cat so much. I would love any cat, but no, really, this one is so unique and amazing. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, it's so good for me. Oh man, I want to go where there's like 60 cats, and they just hang all around on you all day. Oh my God. Talk about a good grounding energy, right? She catches spiders, of course. Um, she's done it a couple times now. Oh, she's getting rid of the little spiders that might be in here, and so one was trying to come down right on top of me, and she just swooped in on it and did this thing, and I was like, what? But no, I saw it, and she, before I could freak out, she got it. I kind of freak out when spiders try to crawl in bed with me. You know what I mean? I do. I don't appreciate it, but I've caught them trying to sleep with me before. Well, get used to it, Shauna, because that's all you got. That's what the narcissist would say, right? And it's like, no, man. And try not to be completely pilfered by them forever, like feeling, like you're just done loving people, or being in love, I guess. All I want is a good little part-time job. Hi. Hi. Oh, so did I get my point across about that, what I was talking about? See, we can go on about it. Talking about, can you hear me? Sorry about that. Talking about how just getting down to the level of rot and then attracting it, you know what I mean? It's like, oh no, they're not going to be there with you on your journey of going back up. They're sad to see you go. It's very much an energetic thing too. It has nothing to do with financial status or anything like that. We are dealing with energy here. That's all. And all of that other stuff, financial status stuff, you can figure that money, can you hear me? I'm sorry if you can't. Money is like a doctor's excuse in case you missed the school here, which is to get into the truth, your creative life. You couldn't show up for reality. See, that's what the excuse is. It's like, well, I can't show up for reality, but here's my doctor's excuse, and you hand money over. And they say, oh, all right, you're excused. That's what money is for. Otherwise, you have people showing up in reality that they're going like this over the truth between them. And you might have agreed that maybe there's just three vital things to get down. Get a piece of land that has water going through it, and get your food going. So you get shelter, water, and food. Three things. If the organism has lost sight of that, they've gone mad. Most likely they've gone completely insane. Especially if somehow they're being kept alive, but they've just forgot about how to do that. Now what are they doing? There's something, because they're being manipulated, first of all. All you have to do is just say, here, we'll give you food if you do this. But now talk about that excuse again. Because you didn't show up to reality and the truth and grow food, you have money to go and buy it from something. And it's like, well, that's interesting. I don't know. I think it's just purely for overpopulation. They are farming people up, and the more the merrier, because you don't know it, but okay, so I'm going to wrap this stupid fucking conversation up. In every modern day nation, there's a certain number of children that end up missing completely. I mean, it's just the elite taking them down, and they're doing dinner parties with them or something. They're coaxing people into trauma bond mind control, and they use children to do it, like either dining on their hearts or having sex with them. Hi, are you actually reading this? Wow. So then, yeah, it's in every modern day nation that they mysteriously just disappear. And it's like, oh well, we don't know what happened. Sorry, they could be in just kind of obscured families, and it's like, too bad. The more the merrier. That's the point. Oh, I love this little girl. She's so healing for me. I'm so grateful. See, the confusion with what I have just gone through, and here it is, 28 minutes, and I'm going to just go belt it out. My little girl. It's really hard to get into this dynamic where you're kind of trapped with this, like, um, you're really receiving a benefit, and you see how that much that you can improve on with somebody helping you. There's that whole thing that is there that's such a great thing, but then you don't have any communication, and 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 you're not being fulfilled in other areas, right? It's just that, like I said, they're throwing the basics at you. Coal, you need some coal. You want some water. You want some food. Okay, coal, water, food, and what if you wanted a romance to to be acknowledged, or even like, what if, what if, I know that came out so strange, but what I mean is, what if you wanted to go play tennis or something? Or what if you wanted to go horseback riding? Or what if you see, there's other aspects to our life. Like, see, that's something to do together. But what I'm saying is, like, what if the individual that you are approaching, saying that I love you, um, God, they need, well, everybody needs water, food, and to pay the bill and stuff like that. But what about the intricacy of who we really are? See, this is a good point to make up, to get across to people that don't know that there's no other life than the Matrix. What I mean is they don't know that there's a whole other life other than the Matrix, right? There's a huge, that's like besides the point. It's like everybody, see, has to go through that. They just, you don't take that seriously. You go into it deeply and then you get out. If you're lucky, you get out of it early. The people that take it clear up to, I won the medal. As far as that, I mean, of course, win the medal, but get the fuck out of there and go to your life. What is that, Shauna? How's the quality of the relationships that you are conducting? That's the most important thing. Now, this is a confusion because you get the feeling now, this is the Taurus side, and the Scorpio and Leo, I don't know, Aquarius, they're doing a jig right now, right, with the Mars and Pluto, but it's really affecting this finances issue and the control freak issue and the pressure cooker issue and the lame ass issue. You'll see that they're going to try to offer people something. They're going to say, "Hey, how are you going to manage this into you guys? You don't have any organization yet. Look at my playlist and look at this stupid sign on if you can see my cover photo for my, whatever you call it, in my room of YouTube. It's trying to display something. I have to concentrate and make it better. And then I'm going to make more. See, the right thing to do. And this is sure contradicting the fucking video that you made that says you're not going to make any more videos. It's because I know I'm supposed to channel this one thing. I'm a channel, babes. Did you notice that you're operating a channel here? Not a coincidence. And if you're kind of using this thing, kind of, I don't know how you guys are using it, but I'm a mystic, a metaphysicist, astrologer, musician, gardener. I don't know, but no, the mystic thing, the metaphysician, the musicians are quite hell of. See, muse means mind. See, I like to say muse I shun. See, muse means immersed in the mind, or kind of a thing. And so I love telling this story. I hope it doesn't cut out. See, the physician specializes in our physicality and matters of disease within the body. But a musician handles and is a practitioner of releasing the mind of disease. Particularly live playing musicians who are mystics. These are people who can play the cover tune, and they'll show you how that you're going to listen to them and respect them by sounding exactly like the cover tune that they're trying to play. If anything, they will hit a couple riffs or a couple measures that sounds like identical to Jimmy Page or whatever, Eric Clapton, and then that's what catches your attention. But then they go into their mystical. Their intention is to play live music that you've never heard before. But there's a drummer. And so because you've never heard it before, see, you can't think of what's going to happen. You have to be present. See, I was in a situation, well, it was on the solstice, and I was invited to a place where See, yeah, I know who I am. I'm a conductor as well as a musician. I'm not just a musician that sits and plays and then that energy is blended in. No, I'm a superconductor. And not only if I'm playing music, does the whole thing tighten up and turn into like this blasted, real live, like you are selfless and it's God left over. Or see, I don't need an instrument. All I needed to be is inside of the room or inside of the Coliseum. I'm not kidding about this. See, well, in a smaller Coliseum, not a big one. And the musicians dial in on me because I'm actually like engaging with them energetically. If I'm just dancing, well, everybody is dancing, but the way that I'm dancing, they zero in on me. I'm a superconductor. And then all of a sudden, see, because I'm there, and I like particularly like okay, so there's a lot of country western out here. People kind of I don't know spam and sorry, just doing the on-off signal. But when you do jazz, you're doing a lot big, expansive color and stuff. And so there's a way to listen to it. They don't know how to listen to it. It can get into that improvisational here and now music. They start out with a structure, but then they go and they go into outer space and they're here now. And you have to just like be like, whoa, man, because that structure is still there and they're within that structure harmonizing. And it's like, it's really a fucking, it's a sign of your intellect, really, if you can know how to listen to classical music and jazz. Really, country western. I mean, I respect Merle Haggard and what's the other guy's name that smokes the weed? But the truth is that modern day country western music is as good as a hit of fluoride. It's dangerous. Do not listen to it. Don't expose people in a factory to it if they're working. You're trying to make them commit suicide. So anyway, I was talking about the mystics who play in that way that brings people into the present moment, and they don't really know what happened, but they don't know why they're there or lining up around the corner to see it. It's because they are being brought into their real lives, which is never not going to be now. And congratulations, you just got rid of your mind. Just a little bit, right? Those are musicians. Muse I shun. Look up the word muse and get back to me. Look the whole thing up and look for the mind thing in there. Okay. God, I'm doing this because see, what happened is that I did something today that I shouldn't have done. But I forgive myself. I see, you shouldn't lash out at the narcissist. You shouldn't do anything like that is going to destroy your reputation or your own. It's going to corrupt you. Because that's exactly what they want of you. That's exactly where they take you, and then that's where they're going to just um, that's the level that they want you at, and that's the level that they're going to leave you at. They're always right, and that's where they're going to be saying that, oh no, you're just terrible, and it's like, that's where you want me to, beginning of the show, where you see it's like, you just hate that I can heal myself and get back up there, and see, narcissists can't really heal that well, and I am not picking on anybody, but see, they tend to do a thing where you need to get away from them because you're going to enmesh yourself in the headbutting, hard to tell who's who. And see, the thing is, when I say hard to tell who's who, well, when there's somebody temporarily down, like me, and I get into the headbutting, I'm like, prove it. See, I found myself kind of doing it to the new people that are coming in. And no, they know me better. See, that's the thing. And I think they know that I've been through something double trouble hard. And not only just being in need, but now I'm so affected by this fucking thing that happened to me. I'm going to try not to let it devastate my entire love life. I happen to think, because I'm my own great-grandmother, that I am getting on to the best part of my life. But, right? And does this sound familiar? I mean, God, I promise you I was doing fine for the first half of my life. See, Well, then what was the problem, Sean? What happened? Well, when you don't have a job and your own resources, and the help nowadays, you know, I went around and I remember I was asking for help, and it wasn't right because I was struggling, and this entity was like saying, "Well, I'm helping you," and it's like, "Well, okay, fuck, you know." See, the thing is like somebody. Oh God, I hate this fucking video, man. Babes, here's the thing that heals me and that knows that no, this was a false start. This is not right, and it's actually totally fucking you up. You got to get away from it. I've been isolated for a long time, okay? So I've been living in isolation, literally. It's like nobody knows I'm here. Some people thought I moved, that I've known for a long time up here. I was like, no, I'm still here. Um, these neighbors can care less if I live or die. But I shouldn't say that, but um, because I know how to scream, okay? And I also know karate, and I am also crazy, so that's heavy duty artillery. Um, See, I'm very vulnerable saying that. When I say it, it's like you don't tell people that you're totally isolated in the mountains and shit like that, right? Boy, and right about now I'm getting my Clint Eastwood on, and I'm saying, you know what? Go ahead, make my day. Let's fucking do it. I want to test my reflexes. I want to make sure I can do it with my bare hands. I'll fucking take you out. You're on my property. Hi. So anyway, that's how I'm able to isolate. I have my own property. I choose it. I love my solitude. I love the things I can get accomplished when I'm alone. And then I come out with it. I'm like, here's an entire album of music, or what have we, you know, that we studied that in the privacy of our own solitariness. You know, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't mean that you have to be completely isolated from people. Really, you can just keep that center, but know that you're around people. So, uh, so when you're isolated like that and you have absolutely nobody, your family has fallen away, you've lost your brother to something, it's hard to tell. You're having difficulty with people. They're not understanding how you're going through a hard time and you can't handle it. You know, that's what happened to me. So I ended up isolated. People were doing that anyway. It's weird. Like that's how I just ended up with no income. They just I remember there was a group of people. See, I've been attacked by several groups of people. One, two, three, four, five people. Five groups that are they're being influenced too. They're trying to purge their black magic, fucking satanic, whatever, and then it's like, yeah, it's a steaming fucking. Have you noticed it? And we're right now in the middle of spiritual warfare with that fucking Mars and Pluto opposite, man. And when it lights up, have you been fasting? Have you been grounding? Do you know what the Holy Spirit is? Uh, versus the just any spirit, you know, that processes that. So then here we got totally channeling this, and I'm gonna dare post it up. It's one of my last videos. I'm gonna be sparsing these videos out, and then I might sparse other videos out in between if I get any more downloads. It's just this is your comfort video for the pressure cooker that we're in out there. Do you feel it? Are you feeling anything? It's not that bad for me, except for I feel the collective, and I made sure I was like setting boundaries. I was like, you know what? And see this person here. See, I appreciate her contact a little bit. She came to talk to me, but um, um, see, I was trying to tell you about her chart and how I noticed something, and so I'm back into my practice of doing astrology and really just being on the edge and saying what I see because I'm very intuitive. I'm a very good astrologer, and because I just tell it like it is, and so there's more into it, but they're not going to pay me anytime soon or something. That's like okay. I don't know. I've made several videos, so I don't know if it's the same video I was trying to tell you about. Hi, I should end this video. Have a good day.